In this video you'll find out how the brand new Brainworx BX limiter True Peak compares to the FabFilter Pro L2. Hi, I'm Marlon. Now Brainworx has released their new BX limiter True Peak with the bold claim this is the one limiter to rule them all. So how do they sound in comparison to each other? Let's take this small part and let's boost the gain of both limiters with 10 decibels. You can see them both working. At most they are limiting 6 decibels. The settings are default on both with release on fastest. I will toggle between the BX limiter and the different styles of the Pro L2. As you can hear, in all cases and with these settings, the Pro L2 has a bit more low end. But the BX limiter wins with keeping the transients intact. With the Pro L2 there are already starting to come some pumping effects and the BX limiter stays transparent with this 10 decibels of gain boost. Also, the Brainworx sounds more even and transparent. The FabFilter Pro L2 does add a little bit of low end ever so slightly. One trick to have a smoother and better limiting is to stack several limiters after each other. Let's do it with two Pro L limiters sharing the 10 decibel boost and compare it with the single limiter. You can hear that it already sounds more transparent. And let's stack 4 Pro L2 limiters. Sounds more transparent and that little low end boost now gets pretty audible. And in comparison with BX limiter it sounds like this. To get more low ends with the BX limiter, you can use the foundation dial in the filter section and set frequencies with the high and low pass. This will increase the low end of your track but also affects the higher frequency content, as you can hear when I crank it up and bypass. One of the other factors which is important which plugin you choose, other than of course the sound, is how user-friendly a plugin is to use. FabFilter has always been king in interface design and the Pro L2 is no exception. The interface is very clear and it shows how exactly the limiting is taking place and is fully scalable. The interface on the BX limiter True Peak is a bit harder to read, even on my QHD screen. Brainworx does offer the option to change the colors, but the plugin cannot resize other than a toggle between compact view and extended view. It would have been nice if full scalability was included in this release version. Both plugins offer loudness measurement tools. The BX limiter offers short-term LUFS, which measures the average loudness over 3 seconds, and momentary LUFS, which measures the average over 500 milliseconds, as does Pro L2. For streaming services, the loudness is measured over the entire track, which is the integrated LUFS value. Pro L2 has this integrated value, but I find it weird this is not included on the BX limiter, since this is the one value you want. Both plugins offer oversampling. With the Pro L2 you can choose up to 32 times oversampling, which will get very taxing on the CPU. And the BX limiter does not offer a way to change oversampling, but follows the plugin alliance philosophy of using oversampling only there when needed to keep CPU usage as low as possible. I believe that is a very healthy approach, and both plugins sound aliasing free. Feature-wise, the plugins are different. The Pro L2 has the largest set of limiting sounds with 8 limiting styles to choose from. Adjustable attack times and adjustable look ahead. It also offers the mentioned oversampling options and dithering for smoother lower bitrate exports when needed. It has the very clear graphical display and has the extra integrated LUFS measuring. The BX limiter, on the other hand, has a few interesting loudness-focused features like the XL saturation section, which can really add beef to the sound. It has a gain boost and ceiling, which both are used for the threshold of the limiter. You can link the ceiling and gain, and there's a dry-wet mix control for parallel processing. One thing I always disliked a bit on the Pro L2 is that it can distort easily when you crank up the gain. The BX limiter allows for more limiting, as you could hear with the stacking of limiters I did before. This is how far I can go with the FabFilter Pro L2 on my voice right now. And this is how far I can go with the Brainworx BX limiter. Both limiters do their job fine, but the BX limiter truly is more transparent, keeps transients more intact, and offers more tone control. Also, when you stack multiple Pro L2s, you can get really close to the sound of the Brainworx BX limiter. Price-wise, when you want to buy one of these or both, the BX limiter costs around 300 euros and the Pro L2 around 170 euros normally. Both will be in sales from time to time. Also, when you have a Plugin Alliance subscription, then the BX limiter is free with a bunch of their subscriptions. The links to the plugins are in the description below. Make sure you subscribe and watch the video displayed on screen right now.